Teacher Bernadett and welcome to our Thursday morning ring. So for today's morning ring, what we're going to do is we're going to start by asking, how are you? How are you doing today? Are you good? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you lonely? Are you angry? What are you feeling? And when you know what you're feeling, what are you going to do about it for the rest of the day? Are you going to try and make other people happy if you're happy? Are you going to try and make yourself feel better if you're sad or angry or upset? You know, see what you can do. Try not to feel upset if you can help it. And if you are feeling upset, no, it's okay. It's definitely okay, but try and make yourself feel better. So, who can tell me what day it is today? Thursday, exactly. So if today is Thursday, what day will it be tomorrow? Friday, very good. And what day was it yesterday? Wednesday, yes. And what comes before Wednesday? Tuesday, very good. So let's get our days of the week cards. So first we have Monday. Second we have Tuesday. Third we have Wednesday. Fourth we have Thursday. Oops. Fifth we have Friday. Sixth we have Saturday. And seventh we have Sunday. Very good. And you'd be happy to know I found my months of the year cards. It's what happens when you look for something very well and make sure that where you are looking it's clean. It helps when your room is clean to find things. So always clean your room, guys. It's definitely worth it. So let's do our months of the year. Okay, we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Very good, everyone. I hope you've been using your days of the week cards and months of the year cards, because it's a great way to start learning and to start recognizing words that you can one day read just like that. So now I'm going to ask you one last time, what letter are we learning about this week? The letter O. And the letter O makes what sound? Oh, very good. So we have orange and Oscar, if we've all listened to the story. We've also got, what else do we have? Opposite. Very good. Okay. But can you remember your alphabet? Now I know you love this song very much. So to make sure that we know our alphabet, but also that we have fun, let's sing our alphabet song. Are you ready? Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time won't you sing with me? Well done, everyone. I hope you had fun. Now, if you remember, we started doing some tricky things. We used beginning sounds, so we focused on a few of the letters of the alphabet to see what words we can find that start with the same letter. But we're also doing rhyming words. So what words end the same? So do they sound the same when you finish saying the word? We talked about a house and mouse and not spouse and douse. We spoke about all of those yesterday. So let's think of another one. We're still going to stick to mouse, but this time we're going to make many mouse. And many mouse is mice. One mouse, many mice. So what can you think of that sounds the same or ends the same as mice? Nice, ice, slice. A slice of cake would be great, or even a slice of pizza, if you know what I mean. What else can we think of? No, I already said mice. What am I thinking? Okay, so if you can think of any other words, because my brain just went boop, it just closed there for a second. So I can't think of any other words, but if you can think of any other words, let me know. Let me know what you can find that end with ice, like lice. Another one just popped into my head. So now, to get to our theme for the week, around the garden. Yesterday we spoke about insects. No, we didn't. We spoke about patterns. And the day before we spoke about insects. So, what do you think we're going to talk about today? What do you think we're learning about today? Well, we're going to learn about flowers. Now you're probably thinking, that's boring. I've already looked at a flower. What more can I learn? So, we're going to look a little bit at the life cycle of a flower. Now, a flower or a plant, even a tree, even your fruits and your vegetables, they all start somewhere. Where do they start? Let's see if Liza has one for us. It all starts with a teeny tiny seed. So if you can see the seed, let's look at the seed. Okay. So some seeds are smaller than this, some seeds are bigger than this. Every seed is different, but every plant starts with a seed. Some plants you can grow by taking off parts of the plant, but we're going to look only at the plants and flowers that we can grow from seeds. So, to get all these beautiful flowers from somewhere, you know, we have to look at the seeds and the process that we have to take to get to the flowers or the plants. So we've already said the first thing that we need is our seed. Now I've showed you a seed. And then what do we need to make a seed grow? We definitely need some water, some ground to put it in. We're going to need some sunlight, because we all need sunlight. Even humans need sunlight. So if you're feeling a little sad today, maybe look outside a little bit. Walk outside, go outside. Just see what you can see outside in the sunlight. So that is some of the things that seeds need to grow. And once they start growing, they kind of break a little bit at the bottom. And then a root starts coming out of the seed, and that root will go deeper and deeper and deeper into the ground until it makes a shoot. So you see that the root keeps growing, it goes deeper and it goes bigger and it goes more and longer, and then something also grows out the top, a little root, not a root, a stem, sorry guys, a stem with a little leaf that you can see. And that's when you know, and that's what we normally see in gardens, the shoot and not the roots, because we only really see what's on top of the ground in our gardens. Now, after, I still need that. Once we have our shoot, the top starts growing more and more, just like the bottom. And then it becomes a seedling. So a seedling just gets taller and has more leaves. And sometimes you can even see little buds where flowers might be. Next, we start seeing our flowers nicely. So we have even longer stems, more leaves, and some flowers. Then we get our plant. Now the picture they chose is a bean plant. So what you can do, if you can get some dried beans, put them in a cup with some cotton wool and water, and see how you can grow your own bean plant. Or if you have sunflower seeds like I have that are still in the shell, those are also nice to see how they grow to make shoots and seedlings and eventually flowers or plants. So here we have our bean plant. So that's what happened after it started flowering. And now that your bean plant is nice and big and it's grown everything it needs to grow, you can actually start eating the beans off your bean plant. So then you can get a bean pod. So you take off the bean pod and then you get to eat the beans that you grew yourself. So here's just another little poster that shows you where a plant starts. So it goes beans and then it starts growing a little bit and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until we have our plant. And here's just another one showing you how the bean or the seed itself gets wetter and bigger under the ground. So there you go. I hope you all learned a lot about the life cycle of a plant. If you want to test it out and see if you can name everything, you can draw it out. We will do this in art as well. But you can also do a little bit of a science experiment where you grow your own plants. So see what seeds you can get and see if you can make your own plant grow. I hope you had fun and I'll see you soon. Bye everyone. Hi everyone, it's Teacher Bernadett again and welcome to our Thursday activity. Now for today's activity, we are focusing on the life cycle of a plant. So we discussed this in the morning ring. We said that a plant, or a flower at least, starts with a seed and then has to be grown using soil and water and sunlight so that it gets all its water and minerals to grow nice and big and strong. And then the seed starts to sprout, so it gets little bits of root coming out of the seed. And then we get our seedling where we start seeing the stems and the flower, and the leaves, not the flower quite yet, because our final step is the flower. So what we're doing today is, if you didn't finish the activity from yesterday, you can keep going with that. But we're also doing this where we're going to color in all 4 pictures and then we are going to put them in the right order. So you're going to decide which picture is first, then second, then third, and then fourth or last. So let's get started. So there you go. This will be your life cycle of a plant or a flower poster. So what you can also do is use the words that are on the bottom of the page you cut out from and use it to copy down the words that are there to make it even more filled with information for you to look at. What I also did is I put at the number of the order so that we know what order the life cycle of a flower happens in. So I hope you all had fun with this, and I hope you try some experiments where you can see exactly how a flower or plant grows from a seed. You can use beans, sunflower seeds, or any other seeds you can find. So I can't wait to see if some of you do some science experiments. But I hope you all had fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye everyone. This is our poem for the week. It is called Insects, and we're gonna read this poem every day so that by the end of the week we'll know our poem. So let's go. Insects. Is that bug an insect? Can it be? Count the body parts. Are there 3? Count the legs. Are there 6 that you see on its head? Are there 2 antennae? If you answer yes, no. Hi everyone, it's Teacher Bernadett again, and welcome to our Thursday art activity. Now, if you remember, and I hope you do, our theme this week is around the garden. And something that we can always find around the garden, at least in summer and spring, which isn't now, but it's okay, is moths and butterflies. Now, the reason I chose butterfly for our art today is because of the beautiful, colorful, and amazing patterns that we can find on butterflies. Because if you look carefully, everywhere you go in nature, you can find a pattern. This can be patterns of shape, of color, of zigzags and squiggles and lines, anything. So if you want to use your looking eyes, you can just open your eyes and go look outside on your morning walk, in your garden if you have one, or even just plants. So if we look at the plant I have in my room, you can see the pattern that this plant has. So I want us to make beautiful pattern butterflies. So what you're going to need is some paint. If you have powdered paint, go ahead and mix your powdered paint. If you have some craft paint, you can use that. You can even use food coloring, like we did for yesterday's art activity. And then you're going to need paintbrushes, of course, and a piece of paper. I'm using a scrap piece of paper because it doesn't matter what the back looks like. So what you're going to do first is you're going to fold your paper in half. Okay? Fold it down. Now you have 2 pieces to work on, but we're only going to work on one side. So you're going to create a butterfly, but only half of a butterfly, and you're going to paint it, and you're going to make beautiful patterns, make it as colorful as you want, but you have to use paint because we're going to squish our butterfly. Now we're not going to kill our butterfly because we want it to be beautiful. So we're going to squish our butterfly, and you can rub it nice and hard, so that we can make a full butterfly and not just the half that we painted. So this is not only art and working on our colors and our pencil grips or our paintbrush grips, but it also looks a little bit at our shapes and symmetry. Symmetry is where you use one half to see it and you see if you can finish the other half. So let's get started. And there you go. I hope you had fun doing this symmetrical pattern color butterfly. I know I did. So as you can see, because it is painting only on one side, the other side won't be as bright. But if you want it brighter, what you can do is make a really messy butterfly. So use lots and lots and lots of paint, lots of colors, lots of patterns, and see if you can make the other side just as bright. But remember, it won't be quite as bright as the other side because you are taking paint from the one side to put on the other side. So just remember that when you are painting your symmetry butterfly. I hope you all had fun, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye everyone. I Will Love You Anyway by Nick and Chloe Inkpen, or Inkpen. Read by Teacher Bernadett. I lick your face, I bite your leg, I nip your finger, paw your head. I scratch the carpet, bash the chairs, dig the sofa, mess the stairs. I steal your glove, I steal your shoe, I steal your socks, and they smell of you. They tell me stop, they tell me quit, they tell me leave, they tell me sit. I cannot sit, I cannot stay, I cannot fetch. I run away. I chase a cat, it climbs a tree. I wag my tail, it chases me. The days go by, I run away. I ran away again today. I run away, I run away, I run away, I run away. They mend the fence, it takes all day. I find the gate, I run away. I love the park. I find a poo, I roll in it. I look at you. You tell me stop, you tell me stay. I run to you, but you run away. I chase the birds, I chase the cow. I don't chase cars. I know that now. He'll have to go, I hear them say. We cannot cope, he cannot stay. He cannot even sit, they say. He runs away. We cannot cope, he cannot stay. I wag my tail, but I'm bad. You smile at me, but you're sad. And I am sad that you are sad. You shake your head, and we are sad. I run away, the sky is black. A drop of rain, a thunder crack. I run and run and run and run and run and run. I don't come back. I'm out all night. I sit, I stay. I wonder, whimper, wonder when you'll come. I don't know where I am. Caw, caw, caw. Help, help, help. Woof, woof, woof. Yelp, yelp, yelp. Squeals and howls and roars and growls and whine and wheels. And what do you do? And what to do? And then it stops. It's you. You pick me up, you stroke my head. You take me home, I share your bed. I hear your voice inside my head. Can I keep him? Yes, they said. I dream of cars, I smell the rain. I dream of cars again. If I could speak, what would I say? That I will never run away? There are no words inside my head. I wag my tail instead. I don't sit, I don't stay, but I will love you anyway. I don't do words, they make no sense. I jump for joy and jump the fence. The end.